All right, so we're back with another video talking a little more in depth about the brand new Abyssal enchant, mainly because I made a video about this last night, and the hot topic has been just how great and amazing Abyssal is right now to make a lot of money. But the problem is that there's been a lot of confusion with it, including with myself, honestly, because if you guys saw that video, you'll know that I pointed out the fact that prices were pretty much everywhere. Over on the official wiki page that's ran by the development team as well as staff of FISH, the only information that we had gotten when I recorded that video was that it increased the total value of whatever fish had Abyssal mutation on it by 2x. And if you remember, I mentioned in that video that that was just not the case. The values were pretty much all over the board, and we were seeing multipliers between 3.5 all the way as high as 5x sometimes. You've got to be kidding me, not the absolute darkness. I guess we may as well take advantage while it's here. All right, so now that that's over, like I was saying before, when we made that video, there was absolutely no consistency on what was going on. And probably one of the biggest things that we noticed about having Abyssal equipped was the fact that we were able to fish just an absurd amount of big fish. So for that reason, we all pretty much just jumped to the conclusion that the Abyssal enchant was completely broken. So for that reason, you needed to jump on it as quick as possible and make the most amount of money that you could. Well, as you saw by the title of this video, the stats have officially been exposed, and I'm happy to say that these were actually intentional. So by no means do you have to be rushed to do this, because it seems like for the most part, Abyssal enchant is going to stay the way that it is. If you take a look over here at the official wiki page now, it has been completely updated since my last video. As a matter of fact, if you take a look down here, it says this page was last updated pretty much last night, just a couple hours after I made that video live. But what we're focused on right here is what it says now for Abyssal. It says 10% chance to fish Abyssal fish. We already knew this because it's pretty much the only official information that we had gotten when it released. But after that, it says 80% chance to 1.3x the fish's weight and a 20% chance to 0.6x the fish's weight. Then aside from that, it also mentions that it's the best enchant to increase the cash value of all the fish. Good for all around rods where stats don't exactly need to be boosted, which the obvious choices here are things like the no life rod and the brand new rod of the depths. Another thing that was also changed is, like I mentioned before, we had only seen where it mentioned here that it was a 2x value for the fish. That is no longer the case, and the base value is now 3.5x, which is exactly what we were saying in my previous video. It did not feel like a 2x. It felt like at the bare minimum a 3.5x, and now that we know that it has also the 80% chance to increase the size, it makes sense why sometimes it can go up to as even 5x. So yeah, man, Abyssal enchant is actually extremely busted, and I mean that in the greatest way possible. To my level 500s out there, which I just want to go ahead and point this out because I've been seeing this so many times in all of my comments, but if you watched my video that I made on the no life rod, the reason that I have this at level 299 is because it was given to me by a developer. No, I did not cheat for this. I mean, technically I did cheat for it because I did have a developer give it to me, but I didn't use hacks to get this, is what I'm trying to say. But back on topic here, to my level 500s out there, putting Abyssal on your no life rod is 1000% the route that you guys want to take right now. All of my other players that are not level 500 and have already gotten the rod of the depths, this mixed with rapid catcher bait is going to be your absolute best friend. Right before I was in the process of actually making this video, myself as well as a group of other people from my Discord server and a couple of close friends of mine are working on testing a bunch of other stuff so that I can bring you guys another video tomorrow, which technically was supposed to be for today, until I saw this information about the Abyssal enchant. You guys know how I feel about this, but I like to give you guys the information the moment that I get my hands on it, just so everyone is in the same exact loop. It's beneficial to you, and it's beneficial to me because some of you guys discover things and reach out to me. So why not, instead of gatekeeping the information, share it with you guys as quick as possible. Now, with all of that being said, I sort of want to transition away from the Abyssal enchant thing really quickly, just because I want to point something out that I have been seeing repeated a lot, and that is the entire controversy going on whether it's even worth getting the rod of the depths or not. I've been seeing so many people say that why am I even going to bother getting it instead of just putting Abyssal on Trident or Mythical. I want to point out that the reason why Rod of the Depths is so powerful and why it is actually a really good option to make a lot of money is because of its lure speed. Over here I have my Trident with Hasty on it, which already increases the lure speed as it is. When I cast this out, it is not an instant catch. The only way that I'd be able to make this an instant catch is if I went ahead and put on rapid catcher bait. The base lure speed on a trident rod is 20%, and on a mythical it is 0%. Now yes, you are all absolutely right that there is a 30% chance to get a mythical or rainbow fish with the mythical rod, and there is also a 30% to be able to get an Atlantean with the trident rod. So in that aspect, you are correct, but both of the rods are a lot slower. In the case of the Rod of the Depths, I can go ahead, slap Abyssal on this, put on some rapid catcher, which is extremely cheap. You can buy regular bait crate for 120 a piece, spend 60,000 or even 100k if you want to, and you can easily get 300 to 400 rapid catchers. And as soon as you cast this out, it is going to be an instant catch every single time. On top of that, look at the size of the white bar of this. The control compared to the control on the trident is unmatchable. The only thing I could really see somebody complaining about here with using rapid catcher and this rod is maybe the resilience, but I mean, I've said this before, resilience is kind of for cowards. Like, if you're looking for a snooze fest to just kind of like fall asleep while you're fishing, then I don't know, dude, you probably shouldn't be trying to make a lot of money. You should probably just stick to the trident or something. I don't know. These guides are more for like the sweaty people, the people that are really trying to min-max, if you understand me. And yes, I'm talking to you King's Rod users out there. I know that you guys are, you know, I don't know, doing whatever it is that you guys do in this game. Sleep, go outside, have a life. I don't know. I find it so funny because everybody realizes that I have so much beef for King's Rod users. It takes absolutely no effort to use a King's Rod, and not even when this Megalodon drops am I even going to use a King's Rod. King's Rod, resilience for cowards. Anyways, guys, I just really wanted to get this information quickly out for you guys. Just a little correction from what I had last night. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It's been absolutely insane for the last 48 hours. You guys managed to get a huge achievement for me, something that's never happened here on the channel. Yesterday, we had a video on trending for YouTube gaming, which is just insane to me. I'm extremely thankful, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the videos just as much as I'm enjoying making them. But either way, man, we're gonna end off the video right here. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. Take care.